Hey, good morning, friends. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Joe Boo Sports Report. Because without you guys, well, this just certainly wouldn't work without you guys. Well, here we are. It's Friday morning. The weekend is almost upon us, and unfortunately, Thursday night football did not help us much. Unfortunately, the Saints could not hold on for the win. There were some calls that I got to tell you seem mystifying out there with the referees, and I got to be honest. As much as we love football, it is a hell. It is hell on the players. You can see the players physically being exhausted because, normally in a normal week, you've got a game on Sunday. Monday is basically, let's see if we can get out of bed. Tuesday is treatment and their day. And then the first practice isn't until Wednesday. Well, unfortunately, when you have a Thursday night game, that whole week is condensed. And honest truth, some of the guys physically just cannot get out of bed on a Monday. So to put them through another game on a Thursday night, you can see how many players were just flat out exhausted, cramps, injuries, and everything else. And there's really not enough time for a game plan. You can see Matt Ryan definitely wasn't on the same page as his receivers and stuff. He threw, three interceptions, four interceptions? And it's just too much to ask of those guys. I mean, it's just physically a lot. Now, unfortunately, like I said, the Saints didn't win. A Saints win would have helped us out a lot because, again, this is where the margin for error starts getting smaller and smaller. I know some people are like, well, why are you worried about Atlanta? They're not even in the wild card slot right now. I'm worried about Atlanta because we have to get past Atlanta as well. Um, and unfortunately, we've lost a tiebreaker to them because we got beat by them. So now they're 8-5 and 3 games left. We have to be a game ahead of them, which means that we need Atlanta to lose 2 of the last 3 games and for us to win all of ours to get past them. Um, and their last 3 games are Tampa Bay. Yeah, good luck with that one. Then they play the Saints in New Orleans. That's a good chance right there, play the Saints at home. And then the Panthers. And the question will be, will the Panthers be playing for anything? Um, so the chances on that are not looking that great. I'm not going to say they aren't. It all depends. If Carolina has a playoff spot locked up, they may be resting players. So we'll have to wait and see. The only thing we can control is the New York Giants. Um, some people have thought that, oh man, we can still win the division. Well, technically we could, but the only way that's going to happen is we win the last 4 games and Philadelphia loses the last 4 games. All Philadelphia has to do is win one game, and they've won the division. Let me say it again. They win any game from here on out, they've won the division. Now, it's not going to get easy for them this week, of course, with the Rams. But then they got the Giants, the Redskins, and us. So, hate to tell you, they're going to win the division. Um, as far as our Cowboys go, we have finally Tyron Smith is practicing today, thank goodness. Lyle Collins isn't. He's got that bulging disc, but he is expected to play on Sunday. Now, here's the really good thing, and this will be the first time that we've seen it, and the Cowboys brass thought this was going to be happening a lot sooner than this. But we're going to have our 3 rookies out there in our defensive backfield. We're going to have Woods starting, we're going to have Lewis starting, and we're going to have a Woozy out there. Now, Woozy finally had his first game really last week and looked fantastic. Lewis has been pretty good all season, and Woods has done pretty well in spots where he's played. But now these guys basically are all going to be starting. And I think with Kevin Frazier, we took a big step with those guys on the field last week, and it'll be nice to see these guys hopefully mature and do better. That was the punch that's been missing from the season early on is our draft early on didn't do anything for us, People still say Taco is a bust, but Taco, the last 3-4 games has had 2 sacks, forced fumble, and like 13 tackles, which is actually pretty good production. I know a lot of people still say, well, Taco, we should have gotten TJ Watt. He's got 5 sacks on the season. Well, here's what's interesting on that note. Taco has played about 280 snaps. TJ Watt has played about 580. So you're almost talking about TJ Watt having double the reps that Taco's had. So when you look at 5 sacks with twice as many versus 2 sacks and a forced fumble, If you double that, you're about the 4 sack, 2 forced fumble range compared to T.J. Watt. So it is comparable. So, before you guys get ready to throw the guy out after literally 3/4 of a season, pump your brakes and give the guy a break. But hopefully, we can at least go in and take care of the New York Giants and get a win. Unfortunately, at this point, the coaching staff is the coaching staff that we're going to have for next year, I'm pretty sure of. We may miss out on John Gruden. And I guess we're going to have to see what we're going to have to see. There's nothing I can say or do that's going to change that fact. So all we can do at least now is hope for a few wins to finish the season. But anyway, it is Friday, and I've got some work to do. And as always, friends, I want to thank you guys for watching, commenting, subscribing to the Jobu Sports Report. Because without you guys, I'd be completely lost. Hope you guys are having a great day.